Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. A first down throw for Mayfield. Got a man, that's Rashard Higgins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A nice throw there by Mayfield, a guy who really reemerged as the season and later the playoffs went on last year. What are defenses trying to do against him?
Well, the first thing defenses want to do is use his emotion against him because he's such a passionate player that sometimes he comes up really hyped up and the ball might sail a little bit early. But as the game settles in, the next part is make sure you chip away at his timing, put the pressure on him so maybe his feet don't get quite set, and then he's not able to be as accurate as he normally is.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Mayfield hands to Chubb on the draw. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. McLaughlin now for the Browns field goal. And his kick is indeed good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 18. Throwing to start the drive. Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A collegiate star here in the Buckeye State, it's J.K. Dobbins. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
From the 38, Jackson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Anthony Walker came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now it's Jackson. And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way you wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. This is taken at about the 14. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. We'll check on his status when we get back. The Browns drive about to get started. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Calais Campbell in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mayfield. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And they work this out past the 25.
Well, they were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he is going to get the 1st down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. These two teams getting a couple of late season tilts this year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in week 12. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Shedding through the defense, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Three 0 after 1 on EA Sports. good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And now Mayfield on the bootleg. To the right side, and he's got Landry. Complete. And all of a sudden, they're knocking on the door inside Baltimore's 10. A big play that time for Cleveland. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Second down and goal. Mayfield. And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry. Jarvis Landry, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. These two teams met in Baltimore, you might remember, earlier in the year with the Ravens winning that game. So they'll be looking for the win here in Cleveland to complete the season sweep. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Jackson. And his throw is incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
It's the veteran Justin Houston who got in there to make the stop. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Throwing, Mayfield. Incomplete. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Taken in at the 11. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They go play action now. Jackson. And his throw here is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, there's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Throwing is Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do in that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Safety Grant Delpit up to make the play.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Dobbins trying the left side. Room here to run. And he will be taken down, but not before he gets this to the Browns' 20. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Right back to Dobbins on first. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Jackson now off the bootleg. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. So the completion gets him just a yard. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Dobbins. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. As the first half is winding down. And the Ravens are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go. Halftime. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 23-yard line.
Yeah, let's go set lunch. Mike 6. Mike 6. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Chubb will get the call running left. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Taken in at the 3. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive. And we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And you know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
Just a yard to go here on second down. Now Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And not what you're looking to do on 3rd and 1, completing the pass, but going backward.
I have zero explanation for that because 3rd and 1, you just figure snap, throw, first down, right? Easy play. But end up losing yardage on it. That's hard to account for.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They're going for it with Dobbins. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running because oftentimes a running back could get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure you got the first down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. 7 yards the pickup there.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Browns' 40-yard line.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
2nd and 11.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Here's Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Anthony Walker picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15.
Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 33. Tucker's kick is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So they come away from this opening drive of the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
First down, Mayfield. This pass complete to Higgins. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and that makes it a 17-10 score. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Taken in at the 3. And he returns this to the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Play action. It's Jackson. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7. Jackson. This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
It should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Now Chubb running right. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. from the gun, Mayfield. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now it's Jackson. That's into the hands of the tight end Boyle. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
On 2nd down now, Dobbins, and not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Another run here with Dobbins. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He's got his man, it's Andrews. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Dobbins.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Jackson to throw. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mayfield to throw. Pass complete to Higgins. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
They picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's Baker. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Tyus Bowser. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Mayfield. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now Mayfield. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now on fourth down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And take it right on the 30. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They can still get into field goal range, partner. They got to work quickly, though.
I agree with you totally. Find a way to get the ball downfield and out of bounds. In a perfect world, they know what hash they want to get to for their kicker, and they already know the distance that he feels.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. Second and 19. Jackson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Now after that sack, it's third and long for Jackson and the Ravens. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a fourth down. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. The first throw in overtime for Mayfield now. Open man is Higgins. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big play there on the catch and run.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Mayfield off the play fake. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Offensively, back-to-back really nice plays. This defense had got 2 timeouts. Maybe should burn one.
Yeah, when you get back-to-back explosive plays, to me, anything over 10 yards, I don't care if it's a run or a pass, I count it as an explosive play. That sets your defense back on its heels. A timeout here would be a good idea and try and get themselves settled because we're in OT. This is big time.
And that is nearly intercepted. Oh, that would have changed things here in overtime, but instead, it's just second down. Here's 2nd and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. And I know you with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Opening drive of overtime and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up. Mayfield. This is caught. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Efficiency here on this drive. Heck, this may be their best drive of the game.
Yeah, if they moved it like this throughout the entire game, we probably wouldn't be here in overtime. But right now, what you just said was the key word, efficiency. Taking care of the ball, move it downfield, get themselves in a position to...
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown, and the game